Hello, this is Professor Torsen. In this video, I'm going to review the questions from Quiz 6. Here on the screen, I'm showing the 5 true-false questions from Quiz 6. Each question was worth 2 points. Number 1, sister chromatids are identical copies of a chromosome that are held together at the centromere. This is true. During interphase, specifically during S phase, the cell must replicate all of its DNA. These replicated chromosomes are identical and held together in a region that we call the centromere. Number 2, the goal of meiosis is to produce 4 identical daughter cells from one parent cell. This is false. While meiosis does produce 4 daughter cells from one parent cell, the key here is that those 4 daughter cells are not identical. The 4 daughter cells are different from each other, and they are different from the original parent cell. This is due to independent assortment, as well as factors like crossing over, which can also increase the genetic diversity of these cells. Number 3, the correct order of the stages in mitosis are metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and prophase. This is false. The correct order of mitosis is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Something that might help you remember this is the phrase PMAT. So P, M, A, T, which are the first letters of each stage. Number 4, prokaryotic cells divide through a process called binary fusion. This is false. Prokaryotic cells do divide, and they do not use mitosis. They use a process called binary fission, F-I-S-S-I-O-N. So this statement is false. And finally, number 5, the goal of mitosis is to produce 2 identical daughter cells from one parent cell. This is true. The goal of mitosis is to produce identical cells. These cells should be identical to each other, as well as identical to the parent cell. Here on this slide, we are now looking at the matching questions. Each term was worth 1 point. So you can see I've got the 4 stages of mitosis, PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So if you look at the first letters, we have PMAT, and then interphase. And you can see the list of definitions here. So prophase, I know, is the first stage of mitosis. And it, in fact, is the stage in mitosis in which 3 important things happen. Number 1, that nuclear membrane breaks down. Number 2, the chromosomes condense. They become so compact that you can actually see them in a light microscope. And the mitotic spindle forms. So prophase is E. Metaphase is the second stage in mitosis. And during this stage, chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell in an area called the metaphase plate. So metaphase, the correct answer is D. Anaphase is the third stage in mitosis, and it's the stage in which those sister chromatids are pulled apart so that we end up with some DNA at either end of the cell. Telophase is the last stage of mitosis. In this stage, the nuclear membranes reform around the separated DNA strands so that we get 2 nuclei in one cell. Telophase is then followed by cytokinesis, which was not one of the terms here from the quiz, but in cytokinesis, we have division of the cell itself. And finally, the last term here, interphase, that is the longest stage of the cell cycle. It's where the cell spends most of its time. Thanks for watching. Take care.